morning, everybody. So it is Friday, October 11th. We took this week and butchered the rest of our meat birds, and that went really super duper well. I bought myself a turkey fryer for scalder and just figured, you know what, it's time for me to get my own setup now and be able to just take the birds directly from my yard into the house. So what we did, and it worked out so well. I'll show you. My husband built me this little stand, and I just told him I needed it to be short enough because I'm short and I can't be raising, my arm up. I've got problems with my shoulders going right now, and I can't be raising my arm up with these heavy birds. Some of them are 10 pounds, and doing that all day when I've got 40 to do per day. So he built me a shorter stand, and then we tried doing making some metal cones, killing cones, and that didn't work out as well. So instead we found a pattern on YouTube for making 5-gallon killing cones, 5-gallon bucket killing cones, and we played around with that. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, but for the most part they worked really, really well. And one of the things I liked about the 5-gallon bucket killing cones is that the smooth plastic inside made it so that the birds, when they are fussing in there, couldn't get a good toe hold and then throw themselves out of the cone, which we've had that happen in the past. But yeah, it worked really well. We had the scalder. I rented a plucker over here, and it went so well. We had a table set up for doing some quality control on, oh my heavens, bees. Some quality control on the plucker, and it worked out so well. And then we would take the birds directly in to the house, where I've got my big kitchen table set up with a plastic tablecloth and the coolers all inside, and they're out here kind of air drying, as you can see. And then my daughters were inside doing the gutting and chilling, and I already had a pot on my stove heating up to do for bagging. It just worked so well. I'm thrilled. So we're gonna continue just doing the butchering now on our own property, and it takes a lot of the stress out as to the friend that I was doing my butchering at, she was wonderful, and we learned so much from her. She taught us so much about cleanliness and doing a really good job, and she had a perfect setup. But because it wasn't really home, and I'm not really a people person per se, it was just a little bit more stressful for me. So doing everything here at home meant, I can just get to the butchering and the processing when I'm done with my morning chores, and it's not a big deal. So it was just really, really nice. It worked out very well. So we are done with chicken butchering, and we're working on tearing down our big chicken coop because the chickens are all now in my greenhouse, and greenhouse run, that's going to be the new chicken coop, and that's working out beautifully. The chickens are so healthy, so happy now. So yeah, and then this morning I want to talk a little bit about our new milking machine. Hey, little one. There's this tiny little kitty. Pretty sure we're going to be bringing this one in and adopting this one, because this one's just such a cutie. Yeah, aren't you? Yeah, we're going to bring you inside. Yeah, we're going to bring you inside. Are we going to get through this morning? What do you mean we just did? Oh, okay, so I need to pick up grain. Well, that's all right, though. That gives me comfort to know that we'll be able be able to make it through today. Yes, kitties. Did you guys not get fed this morning? Doesn't look like you did.
Well, Joshua said he did all his chores, so that
Unless
they might just be asking for milk.
unless we just don't have any more chicken or cat food. Hi, sunshine. All right. Let me go over here and talk about this new Pulse. So we've got our brand new setup over here. We're setting it up kind of over here near the cows a little bit more, and it's working out so super well. We really love this machine, this new machine, and actually it's not that bad to clean out. The hose, you know, I wish I could get some sort of a brush to clean out the hose a little bit more. That's something to think about because that would be really good.
Yeah.
It looks like the stanchion is staying in pretty good shape, so I think we're about ready to put down a rubber mat on the stanchion. That'll keep it cleaner. It'll be easier on their hooves during the winter time. Yes, Daisy.
What is it? That was a groan.
She's just making faces at you.
Do you have allergies too?
Little Minnie.
You have allergies as well? And it sounds like that when she sneezed and then.
Maybe she feels like I do.
Yeah.
So the if I don't know if you noticed, we have sold Blossom and her calf Sugar, and Blossom was a great cow, and I really liked her a lot.
It was a nice sunshine.
But she just was an added stress to our farm because of her personality. It was not as calm and friendly as Daisy and Minnie and even Stella. So the funny thing is, so we sold Blossom Saturday 2 weeks ago. And then this past Sunday, I came home from church and calling Daisy in. No, that's Alfalfa.
Yeah.
Daisy.
You told me that Minnie did something.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. All right.
So
We got a little one. So when we got home from church, all of our cows were out in our neighbor's driveway, happily munching on some grass. And we just happened to see them when we drove through. And my son Joshua immediately took over driving for me, and I hopped out and called them and led them back to the property here. But you know, the nice thing is that I didn't have to worry about it so much with these girls because I already know them so well. Their body language is so clear, and Blossom was just a little bit harder to manage that way. Oh man, allergies have been awful. So we're very happy that Blossom is gone. We kind of miss the amount of milk she was giving, sort of. But the ease in managing everything here on the farm is worth it. I'm not going to buy another cow. I'm very, very happy with the ones that I've got. You know, okay, so I don't have a white, speckled, you know, blonde cow. That's okay. The dynamics as far as personality goes, you know, Daisy here, she's a good girl. I know her. And then Minnie right here in the stanchion, I know her. They're very easy to manage. Wait.
Talking about the one.
So she's leaving the machine, the bucket, on the wagon. And this is the new Pulse. You can kind of see it's hooked up on the little red hook there just so that we can keep the hose off the ground, keep everything as clean as possible. This is the awkward part of using a new Pulse machine, is keeping the inflations from falling on the ground. And Minnie's kind of hard that way. I'll help you.
Oh, that's okay. I can show that I can do it by myself.
All right.
I just pulled the inflations. See what I mean? See what I mean here? The calf is like it's harder when the cow is walking back and forth. But I just pulled the inflations over. Normally I do the front, but I'm not milking the back front. her back ones over here, so then I just clamp this one.
So you're pinching out that hose.
Yeah.
Daisy, leave that alone.
Daisy's like, come do this. On the other cows, I hook up the back two first, and I do the front one over here, it's supposed to be, and then this side is held on. And then I go over there and help use my other hand to guide it, because then my other hand is free. Little one. Baby kitty.
So
And then I just handle it.
the milk is traveling on that tube and is dumped right into the bucket. So no heavy lifting other than when we move it from the bucket into the 5-gallon bucket for the next cow. So yeah, it's working out really, really well.